Well everyone, in Wednesday's video I promised you all a what's new in skincare. So we're doing it. We're doing this video today. We have a lot of skincare to cover in every category. As per always, timestamps and links in the description box below if you would like to jump around. But really quickly, an update. So also, if you saw that video, I will be without AC for about a week. I had to turn off the fan and turn on the lights to make this video, so in the event that I start sweating profusely, melt before your eyes, or perhaps combust, I do deeply apologize. Oh my gosh, I just unlocked a childhood memory. Somewhere as a kid, I heard about internal combustion, and I spent easily 5 years of my childhood being terrified of this, being convinced this was going to happen to me. This is why you gotta watch what you tell young children, so make sure your little ones are not around for our Barbara Sturm conversation today, I'm just saying. Can I unlock a memory for all of you? Do you remember the story we all heard in elementary school about the girl who had a ribbon around her neck, and one day she took the ribbon off and her head fell off? I think it's so funny. That came up on Reddit recently, and I couldn't believe how many of us were traumatized by that story, but we never told each other. I thought I was the only one who was horribly terrified by that. We can save the chatter for when I have AC again. We have so much skincare to talk about. I am going to reintroduce a category that I know some people don't love, so feel free to skip this next section, but I want to talk about celebrity skincare really quickly. I feel like this is such a funny story because at this point, this brand is now available at Sephora. Sephora has already made Instagram posts about this brand, and the comments are... A lot of you don't like celebrity skincare brands, and I totally get it. But I've got to give you my personal story. I've got to tell you about what happened. So I was on Octoly, the PR website, right? And I saw this brand that I'd never heard of, I assumed was new, and I looked at the ingredients for the products that they had listed, and I was sitting there going, these actually look like really nice formulas. So I went ahead and ordered it. It showed up. Here's the packaging. Before I tell you the brand, some of you already do know what it is. We get some words inside. The Outset is the ease of simplicity. Okay. The unexpected of the understated. Okay. The Outset is where you begin again. Sure. Okay, whatever. And then here's the product. So you get this kind of basic packaging. I opened it up and I saw that aside from the cleanser, these are packaged in glass. It's again very basic, right? It kind of looks like a grown-up CeraVe almost. So I tried all of these. They're all fragrance-free. They're all low irritant. And I was thinking, this is a really cute, I guess, indie brand. Yeah, I know, joke is very much on me. I did not know that this was a celebrity brand until it came to Sephora. I had been trying out these products not knowing this. So imagine how surprised I am. I'm over here going, where did it say anywhere on any of these packages, on anything, that this has to do with Scarlett Johansson? It makes for a very different situation to perceive a brand as a small little indie brand that you can personally support, and then later find out, oh, it's owned by somebody who has a net worth of, 200 million? To tell you a little bit about my experience with these. So what they sent over is the regimen. This is the cleanser, serum, and moisturizer. It's supposed to be your basic routine for skincare minimalism, right? And the products themselves, the majority of them are in glass with the exception of the cleanser. I actually think this makes a lot of sense. A lot of people prefer their cleanser in plastic, and even then, this is number one type of plastic, PET, which is the most recyclable. The ingredients lists are very low in irritants. There's no fragrance. There are some ingredients that will contribute to scent, but they're all disclosed. They're highlighting this vegan collagen, which on the surface I would be kind of critical of, but at the same time it does make sense in terms of what they're referring to, which is a peptide ingredient that in research acts similarly on our skin to collagen and promotes the production of collagen. This is all to tell you, I was blown away by this brand when I thought they were an indie brand. Now I have to deal with knowing that this is a celebrity brand, and it puts me in, it's such an interesting perspective to have, because I think the products were done well. And this makes me think Scarlett Johansson did her research. She actually didn't do the thing that I feel most celebrities do, which is do what they want. She must have hired somebody to do this research and actually actually listened to their suggestions, and she actually made skincare that is very much in line with what most people want. But it's still a celebrity brand, and this just ends up, I know from experience, this ends up being a difficult topic. People would much rather support small indie brands these days. So it's been an interesting experience. That's all I can say. Let me know if you would like to see me do a trial on this. I initially planned it out when I thought this was an indie brand. Now I'm not so sure, but you all let me know. You know what, hear me out. Maybe for once, maybe this is actually celebrity skincare done right. I mean, Selena Gomez did makeup right. Rihanna did makeup right. We've needed a celebrity to come in and do skincare right. Maybe this is actually it. Let's chat next about drugstore skincare. So I wanted to start by updating you on the Covergirl products, the clean, fresh skincare. So I said very flippantly in my last video that I wasn't interested in this brand, and that was too flippant. It really was. I needed to, take some time talking about why I said that. So I decided to go ahead and buy some of the products. I bought the cleanser and the lip balm. And I ultimately feel like these products are okay. I appreciate that CoverGirl has gone in the direction of being a cruelty-free vegan brand that is available at a lot of US drugstores. I don't understand why they put in fragrance. I don't understand why they put in dyes, knowing that that's in general what the skincare community, at least online, is avoiding. And there's a reason that the online skincare community avoids it, and it's something that I do understand. I will always tell you, feel free to use fragrance if it works for you. But something really important to discuss anytime you're talking about products with fragrance is that there's a possibility those might not work out for you, even if they work out for me. So it ends up being this situation where I could sit here and rave about this and say it's the best thing ever, and 95% of you could buy it and say, yeah, it's fine. But 5% of you might have a bad allergic reaction. And I think that's why, especially as a content creator, I want to try to minimize that to the best of my abilities, put the ingredients up on the screen, talk about potential irritants, because I don't want that to happen to you. I really don't. So it seems like a strange direction. It's actually a really funny contrast to the Outset, the brand I was just talking about. This feels like they could have done a little more research than they did. But again, the online community doesn't represent the entirety of the world, so it's very possible, it's so possible, that there could be a lot of people walking into their Walgreens and going, cruelty-free vegan skincare from CoverGirl? I'll try it. I just have so many products that I prefer over these, and again, I just wish they had left the irritants out. But are they fine? They're fine. They're all right. Not something I'll highly recommend. Okay, so I got to thinking about where have the drugstore brands gone recently, and I realized, I was on the Target app, and I noticed that there are a lot of very expensive drugstore brands now, at least in my opinion. In my opinion, drugstore skincare should just max out at $25. $25 it's the low end of mid-range. Why are there drugstore products now that are $43, $60? What is going on? That's mid-range to high-end pricing, is it not? So I'm very perplexed by this. It has made me decide that I will include this Mario Badescu product in this section as opposed to where I've usually put Mario Badescu in the past, which is the mid-range section. This serum is $18. That's squarely drugstore, is it not? It's also, I feel like our pricing right now, especially since 2020, has just been really wonky. Anyway, this product right here is called the Clarifying Serum with azelaic acid. And azelaic acid has been a very popular ingredient lately, has it not? But let me tell you the story about how I ended up buying this with my Ulta points out of a very odd mixture of frustration and curiosity. So I was scrolling the Ulta website one fine day, and I happened to see this in the new skincare section. So I immediately clicked it. I'm thinking, whoa, azelaic acid, what's going on here? I, of course, go to the ingredients. I very rarely read the description before the ingredients. It's almost always open page, open ingredients list. Who's with me? And there is none. It is 2022 Mario Badescu / Ulta. What are you doing? You have to put the you don't legally have to put the ingredients on the website, but if you want to sell products, you do. I was still intrigued. I read the description at this point, and I thought this sounds actually kind of nice. So I went over to the Mario Badescu site. Nothing. It's not on the Mario Badescu site. What? Who does this? And then I go over to their Instagram account trying desperately to get more information about this. They have made all of 2 posts about this and then moved on. What on earth? You come out with a product that sounds absolutely amazing, but you tell people nothing about it, you do no promo. Is this some kind of way of getting revenge on Ulta? Is there something missing from this conversation that I'm just not seeing? It feels very odd. Anyway, this is all to tell you, I bought it with my Ulta points because I didn't want to spend money on it. I was too frustrated with the situation, and yet I wanted to see the ingredients. It showed up just like this, no packaging. I think that is what Mario Badescu does, if I remember correctly. It's one of the ways they cut down on cost. But anyway, fine. $18 for an ounce, not too upset about that. Let me tell you, I'll have the ingredients up on the screen. This is actually a great ingredients list. Look at what we have going on here. So we have lactobacillus ferment lysate is listed immediately after water. We have azelaic acid in here as well as the derivative. You know how the Geek and Gorgeous Azaclair serum is actually the derivative of azelaic acid? They just went ahead and threw both of them into this formula. Prebiotic ingredients, which by now you should know I'm a skeptic of, at least until we actually do a little bit more research about what is in the microbiome of the skin. And no added fragrance, no added dyes, which I guess I have to point out now. It looks really nice. All those amino acids, this looks like a formula that actually might help with reducing redness, might actually be an incredible calming and barrier boosting formula that is overall low in irritants. So why are you self-sabotaging yourself, Mario Badescu? Let me know if you all would be interested in seeing a review on this after I finish my Glow Recipe Strawberry Smooth trial. It is an interesting product. I should let you know in advance though, it's kind of thick. It's quite goopy. And again, it's fragrance free, so it doesn't have an unpleasant smell, but it also has a somewhat slightly odd smell that fades pretty quickly. But if you're used to true unscented skincare, this won't be a surprise to you. There's 2 other products I wanted to touch on in this section. So we have a new release from Good Molecules, the Discoloration Correcting Body Treatment. This is $15 for 4 fluid ounces of product, and honestly, this sounds like an incredible release. I feel like this is yet another one of these products where the skincare community has been asking for something like this, and Good Molecules is so good about delivering on what the community is looking for. So let's see what they're using in the ingredients here. God, I love getting to know how much they're using of those fermented ingredients. That's actually higher than I would have expected. And again, they're using cetyl tranexamate mesylate, which is the same ingredient they used in the discoloration formula, the serum. 2% niacinamide in here, of course, no fragrance. We're talking about Good Molecules, no fragrance, no dyes. Yeah, it looks like an amazing product and $15. That is impressive. And then there's one other brand that has come to Ulta that I wanted to go ahead and really quickly share with you. I know this is sometimes polarizing, but I was really excited when I saw this. The brand Olly, which is a supplement brand, has come to Ulta, but they do have a lot of skin-oriented supplements. And listen, what you need to know about me as somebody who actually works in that field and not skincare is we want to find ingredients that you can supplement with that will benefit your skin. I don't feel like my fellow researchers care all that much about multivitamins. We're really over them, and you should absolutely be getting vitamins from your diet. We really want to find ingredients that can do more, the true definition of the word supplement, which is why I'm bringing this up, because I am personally a fan of the Glowing Skin Collagen Gummy Supplement. Hilariously, not because of the collagen, which doesn't quite match the published literature. You'd need to take, goodness, at least 5 grams. 10, 15 is probably better. But it does match the literature on hyaluronic acid, and I am personally telling you I am a fan of supplemental hyaluronic acid. Again, that doesn't mean it's going to work for every last person, but it's nice to see this actually at a much more affordable price point. You can apply that $3.50 off at all Ulta. For our Korean skincare section, I've actually tried some of these products this past week. So let's just go ahead and start with the Donginbi. This is a reformulation. I did a sponsored video with them. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how much it meant to me to have one of my favorite brands actually reach out for a sponsorship. It was amazing. Out of that video, I think the product, if you're most curious about the brand and you're not sure where to start, this box set really is an amazing place to start. I feel like the only drawback is actually a positive. It really is a positive, and that is that the moisturizer in here is 4.4 ounces, so it may be hard for you to finish. That's the catch. The catch is you get too much product. Again though, ginseng is an incredible ingredient I've talked about a lot on this channel and have a full video on if you want more info on it. We also tried the Laneige Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Exfoliating Toner in Wednesday's video, where your girl may have tried to use the box as a touchscreen. You know, nobody's perfect. Nobody. I feel like I did a pretty good job of articulating my thoughts on the toner in that video, so check that out if you want kind of, you know, more first impressions discussion of the ingredients. But I wanted to bring this back up because, again, Laneige has reformulated their entire water bank line to now include AirPods. Oh wait, sorry. That's the moisturizer, which now comes in two types, one for oily and dry skin. Again, this is a reformulation, and so far I've heard mixed things. I know a lot of people really loved the previous generation of this, so those are the people who I am most nervous for in this reformulation. I hope it's a reformulation you all like. Oh man, it's not looking good, y'all. Nothing like the old formula. Someone, a verified purchase in here, is very upset. 1 star. We've got another 1 star here. 2 stars. Bring back the old formula. Ooh, I don't know. It doesn't look good. I don't remember the old formula. I did try it, but I don't remember it. It was too far back. And then we have a product I received in PR I was so excited about. It is another one of these sheet masks in a box. This is the Medicube Super Cica Daily Quick Mask. I absolutely love this system. I keep it in my refrigerator. I pull out a sheet mask quite often, actually, as long as I have one in the refrigerator. Did it this morning without my AC, you know. Even better than usual. Oh look, I can leave fingerprints on the condensation. Anyway, the reason this actually stands out to me, I've tried, at this point, who else have I tried? Oh my gosh, what's the brand? VT Cosmetics and then Marion Mays. Both of those have fragrance. Medicube made a fragrance-free option here, rich in Cica, rich in green tea. I'm impressed with how much they've embraced going in this fragrance-free direction, as it wasn't something they always were. They've reformulated a lot. They've introduced new products without fragrance. You know, they're giving the people what they want, which at this point in the video, I think this might be the theme. Give us what we're asking for, which is, you know, low irritant products, no added dyes, ingredients that will help with the penetration of these ingredients. It's a great ingredients list, and it's what the community likes. You know, again, they did have to reformulate to get to this point, but is it not worth it? I would think it's worth it. And I've simply got to tell you about this next one. So, no, the Isntree Clear Skin 8% AHA Essence is not a new product, but Isntree has announced on their Instagram that this product will be reformulated to be part of their Chestnut line. And I'm going to say personally, I am excited about this. I do like this product. I don't use it too often because I have to be cautious with AHA ingredients, but man, I love that chestnut toner so much. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this. In case you also haven't heard, Isntree is reformulating their entire line to have much more removable labels, which makes it easier to recycle the containers. And then that moves us into our high-end section of skincare, where I've already covered 2 products. So again, if you're interested in more on these, please see Wednesday's video. But so far, I'm super impressed with both of them. So just to reiterate, the Tula Bright Start Vitamin C Antioxidant Brightening Moisturizer. One of you commented on my video that Tula as a brand has been really hit or miss for you, and it reminded me of how much that's been my experience too. I think what Tula does is they make products that are either for dry skin or for oily skin, whereas most brands seem to find kind of an in-between. I think that's a lot safer. More people are going to be okay with a product like that. When you make products that are at extremes, if somebody with dry skin buys your moisturizer that's made for oily skin, they're probably gonna hate it, right? That's totally what happened to me with this brand. They sent a bunch of PR that was all for oily skin. Oh, I didn't like it at all. Meanwhile, if you have oily skin, I don't think you'd like this one. It's just too occlusive and moisturizing in the way it feels, but oh my gosh, my dry skin loves it. Again, check the ingredients like I talked about on Wednesday, but it is so gorgeous on my dry skin. You know, I just said it's safer to go in the middle, but is it really? I guess it's safer, but I don't think that's going to lead to as many holy grails. This is the kind of product where I could see it becoming a holy grail. And you know, and to contrast that, a lot of people did tell me the moisturizer I hated is a product they love. So I think the catch ends up being that you've got to know your skin type and you've got to know what you're looking for in your skincare products. And then the other product I tried in that video is the New Face Super Vita C Booster, which I was excited to try, but now that I've tried it, oh my goodness, it is amazing. I really did not expect them to blow my mind with this, but it worked so well with my New Face device. I don't know if you need to buy this if you don't have a New Face or if you're not interested in microcurrent, honestly. Ascorbyl glucoside, niacinamide, ginger, I mean, it's all fine, but the standout for me was using it with microcurrent. So if you're not interested in microcurrent, I don't personally think you need to buy this, but if you do use it every day, you might love this. As for what I've purchased but have not yet tried, this is the Peace Out Dark Spot Serum. You know how I was talking about drugstore prices slowly increasing? This is $29 at retail. For all of these ingredients, is this not squarely a Sephora brand, and yet this is less expensive at retail than some of the drugstore brands? What is going on with pricing? Anyway, I loved the Peace Out Reparative Moisturizer, so I was interested in this. It does contain lactic acid, pretty high in the ingredients list, so this is going to be an exfoliating product. We have some mandelic acid, tranexamic acid, alpha-arbutin, thank you for disclosing the type of arbutin, glycolic acid, niacinamide, kojic acid, bakuchiol, peptide ingredients, green tea. What a formula. I mean, what a formula. No added fragrance, no added irritants. Looks like a nice product overall. I'm excited to see the results from this. And then Alpyn Beauty sent me their newest release, the Willow and Sweet Agave Plumping Lip Mask. So if you're new to this channel, the thing I love so much about Alpyn Beauty, well, two things actually. I love that they make truly sustainable products. They're actually harvested here in the US. The glass packaging, fantastic, but also they're amazing at textures. So I had a feeling I was going to enjoy this lip balm, and sure enough I do. I'm gonna make sure to include this in my night routine as well. It's a gorgeous texture. And for the rest of this video, let's chat about some of these other buzzworthy releases. You know I want to start with the Pat McGrath Essence, right? You know I do. So like many other people, I actually have mixed feelings about this. I am wearing Pat McGrath's eyeshadow on my lids today. Love the makeup brand, not sure how I feel about the skincare direction. I'm on the website right now and I love that at the very top here, we have a quote from Naomi Campbell. Campbell, did I just say that a little odd maybe? I'm always asked, how do I keep my skin looking so healthy and refreshed? I don't go a day without Divine Rose 001 The Essence. I'm obsessed with the results. Can I echo what everybody else thinks about celebrities promoting skincare? Miss Naomi, that's great. I'm happy that your skin looks wonderful. But this just released. The reason your skin looks amazing is because you have money for all kinds of treatments for the best dermatologists out there. Not because of an essence that was just released. Come on. You know, that's the thing. That's what people are frustrated about. How are you releasing new products or new celebrity brands and saying, that's what it is. It's definitely not my $200 million. I will look past that for now and continue to look at the product. I wish it wasn't rose. I feel like that's going to be a limiting factor in itself. I understand why it is. As a makeup brand, she's done a lot of rose-themed things, but I think people like the color scheme of rose and maybe not so much the smell. So it's a bit surprising to see in skincare. Again, this is why the makeup to skincare pipeline doesn't always work. I guess the ingredients are not yet available, so I really can't tell you anything more about it. Just that, I don't know. I don't have a ton of faith in this, but I like Pat McGrath's makeup. I guess that's my final conclusion for now. And then from Fenty Skin, and this one I actually have to say I'm kind of intrigued by. This is the Cookies and Clean, whipped clay detox face mask with salicylic acid. So this reminds me a bit of the I Do Care brand. They have that sprinkles mask, and it is very fun to use. This kind of looks like it could potentially be really fun to use. As I talked about before with Fenty Skin, their initial release was full of scent, full of dyes, and it seems that they have chosen to listen to the community. Good for you, Rihanna. And this product does not actually contain added fragrance, no added dyes. The color is likely coming from the titanium dioxide in here. It's got salicylic acid. It's got, of course, your clay base. It has some charcoal, ginger. I mean, it actually looks kind of nice. Clay masks aren't really for my skin type, even though I do like salicylic acid, so I didn't opt to purchase this, but I would love to know if any of you have tried it. How has it been? Because it's not too expensive, $32. It has nice ingredients, and it looks kind of fun. I feel like this might be a nice product. This video today has lacked a bit of anger that seems to come out in a lot of my What's New in Skincare videos, but rest assured, it's coming. Dr. Barbara Sturm, the skincare brand owned by a doctor, not a dermatologist. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. This is new to the Sephora website, although I guess it was listed on Revolve prior to coming to Sephora. And we have two products totaling $170 for both. We have the V-Drops and the V-Wash, and it is exactly what you think it is. Let me be clear about what I'm about to say. I am in no way suggesting, ew, lady parts, gross. Instead, what I'm saying is, ew, selling women things that they absolutely don't need and potentially may be harmful, gross. I'm back over on the Revolve website where we have a much better description so we can break this down and you can understand why I'm annoyed. Okay, so Dr. Barbara Sturm's V-Drops is specially designed to maintain the health of the female intimate area. The formula's ingredient science, and I cannot make that line up, ingredient science includes precious ruby stone powder. Vajazzling is very different according to Dr. Barbara Sturm. Prickly pear to help soothe the skin after shaving. And finally, Gurmar plant extract reduces irritation and with regular use can reduce hair growth and density. What's a big claim, Dr. Barbara Sturm? I see the way you've worded it, can reduce, but really, are you going to try to sell people this V-drop thing so that they have less hair? Come on, Barb! Barb! The V-Drops also contain a special plant-based complex which provides a plumping effect in the labia region, leaving it soft and supple. Listen, you know what I need you to leave alone, Dr. Sturm? Women's bodies. Please, I am begging you. This is so unnecessary, and it's being sold as a product that makes your lady parts soft and supple. There's nothing wrong with your lady parts. They're fine as they are. Reduce hair growth. There's nothing wrong with growing hair in that region, and I'm so tired of society telling us that there is. The reason I'm so irritated with this is because, first of all, it's absurdly expensive, and secondly, Dr. Barbara Sturm, you are a woman as well. Why would you want to do this to other women? Why would you want to make other women feel like there's one more thing that we have to be stressing? We stress our appearance in so many ways. Now you're going to make us worry about something that very few people will ever see? Anyway, moral of the story is that really solidifies for me that I am glad that I've never purchased anything from this brand, and I think I never will. And that brings us to the end of April's What's New in Skincare. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you interested in any of these products? Have you purchased them? Are you with me on Dr. Barbara Sturm? Did my makeup hold up? Did it? Did a half a bottle of Urban Decay setting spray help? I don't know. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all next time.